Ever tried? Ever failed? No matter. Try again. Fail again. Fail better.
There are no failures. There's only quitting. Every single failure, every single hardship, every single obstacle is going to serve you if you allow yourself to let it serve you. Okay? So f*** what these people think, f*** what they say, f*** their doubts and their criticism and their bullshit and their loser mentality. Put it all up here on your shoulder, and when you don't feel like it, and when you're frustrated, and when you want to quit, take the proper amount out, and the proper amount is the amount that gets you off your ass and gets you executing.
Every day it gets a little easier.
Yeah?
But you gotta do it every day. That's the hard part. But it does get easier.
The more you go through, the more difficult it is, the more challenging it is. Listen to me, the harder it is. Are you hearing me? The more challenging it is. All you're doing, baby, is building muscle. You're building muscle. So don't quit. Don't give up. Don't stare at them. Listen to me. You don't get buffed by staring at weights. You don't get buffed by look. You don't get healthier by staring at it. You get healthier by running up to it and grabbing it and pushing it. Look, push through that stuff. Push through it. You can get through it. He said he won't put on you more than you can bear. You can get through it. So I need you to work while you wait. I need you to work on your focus, perspective. I need you to see difficult differently.
Figure who you are. Go back to what you want to do. What's your purpose? We can't figure our purpose out or why we're here or why we're even born or whatever because it's so loud in our mind. We don't have any quiet time with ourselves to sit back and say, what do I really want? There's so many different dialogues in our head that we can't think. So my biggest thing is you have to be alone in a very dark place in your mind to think about what is important to you.
I take care of my body since I started to play football. Now you can tell me that you treat the same way that you treat 20 years ago. No, but I was there. Like, take care a little bit of my body. But by the age, I increase a little bit more because we all of us get old. But I start every year, do something more.
You don't have to feel good about it. You just have to keep going. The feeling will pass, but you will remain. You are greater than your feelings. Going to bed late and waking up early to work for a few days won't kill you. You're not going to burn out. You're doing what it takes. If you're one of those people that push work-life balance, just remember, the people who like working a lot don't care. I've never regretted trying harder at anything ever. Hard times last long, but an epic story feels like a lifetime.
Did I think I was gonna die? Yes, absolutely. And that's when you need to know going in because it's gonna happen to you. This is space. It does not cooperate. At some point, everything's gonna go south on you. Everything's gonna go south and you're gonna say, this is it. This is how I end. Now you can either accept that or you can get to work.
Economics, things, personal development. For tomorrow, this week, this month, this year, long range. Okay? That'll get you started.
The world might say you are not allowed to yet. I waited a long time out in the world before I gave myself permission to fail. Please, don't even bother asking. Don't bother telling the world you are ready. Show it. Do it.
I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna give everything I got to it because I'm working for something that's totally different, right? The question becomes this: can you be committed to the process of what you're doing without being emotionally attached to the results of what you're doing?
But then you begin to compromise the things that you need to do to get there, and you negotiate them away because, well, I'm tired, because I don't feel like it. It's not realistic to be a millionaire or to be to be that lean at this age. It's not realistic. Who the fuck says you have to be realistic like everybody else? Mediocre people don't want anything other than realistic. I am unrealistic in my expectations. I am relentless in the pursuit of my life's goals. I am rigid and I never compromise. And I'm asking you to do the same because the worst thing you could have on your deathbed is regret.
I became obsessed with being the baddest motherfucker that God ever created. Am I that? I don't care. I believe it. And I was trying to tell him, once you become obsessed with something, obsessed, it's okay to be unbalanced for a while. It's okay. Don't be all this stuff people say, you gotta be balanced. To be the best in the world at what you do. It's not about being a Navy SEAL, people. The best at what you do, you have to be unbalanced to find every bit of fucking energy and strength that you have to pull it off. Then you get balanced once you become great.
You have to create your own purpose. And in evolution, you have to evolve towards that purpose. It's easier to live when you have goals to meet.
If you're willing to give up that for pride, accomplishment, feeling of self-worth, if you're willing to make that transaction, Miami Fitness is your bank. And it's open every single day for your transactions.
So you gotta figure out how to climb first, and that's all. We all have a different way of climbing. That's why there's a lot of books out there on mental toughness. It's all crap. Why? Because it's a cookie cutter way. Life isn't cookie cutter. Like 3.14 is pi. It's how you figure out equations. We're all different equations. We all have a story. We all have to strengthen our mind to figure out our own equation. Once you figure out your own equation in life, you can then start picking away at how to be better. But you first have to figure out your equation in life. Once you figure that out, man, you can do anything.
If you don't get what you thought you was gonna get, will you still be the same individual? If the situation don't turn out the way you thought it would turn out, will you still be the same individual? The quote says it, you judge the character of a man not by where he stands in times of comfort and convenience. You judge the character of a man by where he stands in times of challenge and controversy.
What if all of us took that attitude after we face a rejection and a no, or we have a meeting and no one shows up, or somebody say, you can count on me, and they don't come through? What if we have that kind of attitude? The car's repossessed. Nobody believes in you. You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day, and say to yourself, it's not over until I win.
Because if you're executing day in and day out, day in and day out, day in and day out, over the course of time, regardless of what anybody says, regardless of what your mom says, regardless of what your dad says, regardless of what your cousins say, regardless of what the internet says, if you are executing day in and day out, no matter what, there is not a single fucking thing that can stop you.
You gotta put yourself on that pedestal, hold yourself to a higher standard, hold yourself accountable, and then look up to yourself. I'm not saying kiss your own ass, but I'm saying hold yourself to a standard and look within inside yourself and try to be the best you can be. We start trying to mimic somebody else. Don't be them, be you.
A, work on your goals. That's step one. Work on them. And I put the word work there deliberately. Setting goals is plain hard work.
Do I want to look at that as the new standard? Do I want to judge myself? Do I want to admire him? Or do I want to try to take him down because I feel bad? Because I can't do what he does, or haven't done what he does, or what he does makes me look bad because I like to think I'm a hard worker.
Right.
I like to think I'm disciplined and hard. And then I see this fucking dude out there that's just making me look soft.
Right.
And so instead of just going, look at him, man, fuck yeah.
Right.
Instead of a smart person will look at that person as fuel. Well, but you have to make your own decisions too, because what you do requires a dedication that will eliminate a lot of things from your life that some people enjoy and think are important.
I have to go to the gym at least 30-40 minutes, but this will make the difference in the end of the day, you understand? If you not do that work, you miss one. The next day, it's 2 sessions that you lost. And I know in the end of the day, in the hand, they're gonna make a huge difference. This is why I'm 34 and I look 28.
And it's the consistency of the work, which I feel like a lot of parents are missing today because we're not teaching that to our kids. We tend to say like kids don't want to do the work, but in reality, it's when we're failing them because we're not leading them the right way and teaching them, how to fish, you know what I mean? And so like the consistency of work, Monday, get better. Tuesday, get better. Wednesday, get better, right? And you do that over a period of time. Not like 1 month or 2 months. I mean, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. And then you can get to where you want to go.
The thing that hurt me the most when I got injured, it wasn't that my career ended. It wasn't that, right? It's when I went to watch a game or watch a practice and and you would see a cat that took it for granted and didn't appreciate it, right? Like, I'm from the school of thought. I can't understand how a cat can say they want something and not give everything they got to it.
People wonder where it comes from me. It comes from such deep thought of trying to see what this is all about. What is this life all about? What am I all about? Why am I here? You know, I had to find purpose, and my suffering, it had a purpose. It had a fucking purpose.
Tomorrow rest, and Monday we're gonna begin one more training. If you don't want, go back to Dagestan and stay with your mom. She's gonna give you every day good breakfast. You don't do nothing. Stay there. But if you come here, don't complain. You wanna become best. You wanna become champion. And now you wanna say like you tired? Who cares? You tired or not? Nobody cares about you. Even you, if you're gonna watch fight, you just watch fight. They walk out inside the cage, they fight, and they leave. You don't know what happened behind the scenes. This is not your business. Nobody cares about this.
The most important thing is to have a routine, consistency, not obsession. Good. Don't be like Cristiano, because Cristiano is crazy. Okay, but 20%, 25%, it's too much.
Yeah, be more consistent.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Come on, make effort in your health. It's makes sense.
Being bullied, coming from nothing, learning disability, messed up foundation. Life isn't fair at all. At all. So what are you gonna do about it? I knew that no one was coming back to help me. No one was gonna miracle me to be somebody special. Everybody that called me nigger, my dad, my mom, all my situations were on me now. And solely on me.
Hard work brings great rewards. This is a reminder of the hard work and dedication that I put into everything that I've done. I'm not content because I know where I came from and I don't ever want to go back. That doesn't mean I don't want to go back to the city. That doesn't mean I want to go back to the people. That means I don't want to go back to living like I once was.
Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, and maybe not the next month. But only one thing is true. I will be champion one day, I promise.
I didn't care about talent, right? I didn't care about skill set, right? Because I understood talent and skill set might betray you along the journey if they don't have a consistency of mindset and they don't have a certain level of fortitude in every fiber of their being. At a certain point, you can have a cat that's talented, or you can have a cat that has character, and you know what he's bringing to the table every single day. It's a big difference between a hard worker and somebody that works hard.
It's that person when all hell breaks loose and everything falls apart that says, I still gotta get it in. And how you get to that point in life, what I figured out, it's so noisy right now. This world is so noisy. We all walk around with these phones, computers. The world is so fast. We're not able to think. The most powerful weapon in the world, we walk around with it. It's our mind, it's our brain.
Stand up, dig in. Line up those problems and confront them, face them, fight them.
You can't be comfortable with yourself if you don't know who yourself is. And you can't know who yourself is if you don't stop looking at how everybody around you is and start looking at what makes you comfortable and what makes you uniquely you.
If you want to take a break at every 2 steps and take in the view, do it. In 4 generations, no one will remember your name. And so enjoy the view if you feel like it. I just happen to enjoy how much I can see that I can do. That's what I enjoy. And I feel like I am most present when I work.
You got to be better than sincere, working hard. You got to be better than a good worker. You got to be a good planner.
People want to know where I find my strength at, where I get my strength. I get it from a lot of places, but right now, this morning, I'm getting it from, there's not a mother that's up. There's not a car, there's not a person. Everybody's in their bed, sleep, dreading that it's a Monday, hate it's a Monday. And I'm loving it. I'm loving that. Where everybody's getting weaker, I'm getting stronger. It's not about the running, the swimming, the push-ups, the sit-ups. It's about what those things do for your mentality. You don't get better on the daggone couch. You get better by coming out here and getting the fuck after it every daggone day.
It's time for you to fight harder, to dig in. Means it's time for you to go on the warpath. And that starts with one of the fundamental laws of combat leadership: prioritize and execute. What's the biggest problem?
Imagine you read 1 hour a day about history. How much you will learn after 365 hours in 1 year. Think about if you study about the history of musicians, of composers, how much you would know. Imagine if you would work on a business, on some business that you want to develop every day for an hour. Imagine how further along you will go and get.
Be unreasonable in your expectations. I don't take shit from anyone. I don't want you to take shit from anyone like that. Because you only live one life, right? But I'm telling you right now, guys, it is going to be more difficult than you think, because people are going to throw shade, people are going to talk shit. Your limiting beliefs are going to try and talk shit on you. Like your version 1.0 of yourself, your inner critic, your inner bitch, that bitch voice that we all have at the project. We call it the inner bitch and the inner beast, which is the critic and the advocate, right? Your beast is your advocate, and your inner bitch is your critic.
I can't get a break in life. I hate that damn mentality, but I can't get a break. You aren't given any breaks in life. You make them for yourself. We are all being tested in life. While my test is different than yours, you will be tested. And how you face that test and how you overcome that test determines the rest of your life. The one mentality that you must have in life is that regardless of what's in front of you, you still must grind.
Even if you can't see if it's 60 days, even if you can't see it's 90 days, even if it seems like you're going to go through this for the rest of your life, I need you to have faith. Faith, I told you, is believing in the dark what you were told in the light. And if you were told you was going to get that degree, just keep working. If you were told you were going to get that promotion, just keep working. If you were told you was going to win that championship, just keep working. Nobody said it would be easy. Again, if it was easy, everybody would do it. So I need you to work on your faith. I need you to work on your faith. I need you to wake up every day and say, today ain't the day, but my day coming.
The work works on you more than you work on it. And so if you want to be the best in the world at something, you do the work to become the best in the world, and the work works on you.
No one can explain why you are alive. No one can save you but you. You have to put the mind into what you want to put the mind into. If you believe in something, you can achieve it. Now, that doesn't mean everybody needs to be a rapper. That does not mean everybody needs to be a fucking painter or an artist. That doesn't mean that way. Your art can be in your emotion. Your art can be in your mind.
Learn how to reap in the fall without complaint. Learn to reap come harvest time without complaint. Take full responsibility for what happens to you. It's one of the highest forms of human maturity, accepting full responsibility.
Man, if it has to be done, that is the way you do it. You're not doing it in such a way to when you do it, they're like, hey, you want to see how it's done? Let me turn on the tape so you can see this cat and see how he coming every single day. Not inconsistency.
He doesn't start counting his sit-ups until he feels pain. That's when he starts counting. That is working hard. And so you can't get around the hard work. It doesn't matter who it is. As a matter of fact, I believe what Ted Turner said, work like hell and advertise.
Fear is never reaching your potential.
That's it.
That always falling short, always quitting before you're done, always procrastinating, always not doing the right thing. And then one day you're an old man.
Yep.
And you look back and go, God, I could have been great.
You're falling behind at work. Okay, talk to your boss. Face it. Tell him that you're going to step up your game. Tell him you're going to be at work early, you're going to be at work late, you're going to be at work during lunch, you're going to be wherever you need to be, whenever he needs you to be there.
Stop trying to change your wife. Stop trying to change your husband. Stop trying to change your kids. Stop trying to change your boss. Stop trying to change the program. If you could change it, it would be changed. There's only one person you can change, baby, and that person's hard, and that person is you. Work on yourself.
I want for everybody that follows me and supports me to make sure you are being healthy in mind, being caring, compromising for the ones you love, being loyal to the ones you love. Do not say you love me and be some motherfucker out here cheating on your people. Look, If you love someone, you're supposed to be dedicated to them, right? Now, I don't follow relationships simply because I don't want to promise someone something and then not keep my word because of how much I've been hurt.
So you can decide, do you want to go down the path and face the criticism and face the hate and face the frustration and face the pain and use it as fuel and then go on to fucking win and inspire and teach and lift people up? Or do you want to retire into the framework of normalcy? Do you want to become like the people who are criticizing you? And then do you want to listen to them 10 years from now talk about how you almost made it?
How bad do we want it? We made something happen right there that's going to transform the rest of our work in the gym. I mean, we broke the monotony up, made our body guess, and shocked to new situations. Take that kind of rubble back into our normal workouts. Exponential growth comes. When you do the same thing over and over again, you get the same results. When you shock it up like we just did, get ready for a little bit of a tsunami coming in of success.
I think I'm good, but I think my main strength, it's my mind. I think it's my strongest point, it's my mind.
He was tired, he have personal problem, family problem. Nobody cares. You don't know, like, you just see how he fight and he go. Yeah. And for this one, you have to train so hard. If you don't want, halas. Go back to Dagestan. Nobody gonna ask about yourself. Without you or with you, there is always gonna be champions. With your name, this is your choice. You wanna put your name there? Okay, work hard. No, bye bye. It's like very simple, nothing special.
Look me in my eyes and tell me you're not about to quit. Like, as a man, tell me you're not about to quit. Like, you're not about to wave the white flag and say I yield. Like, tell me you're not about to fold. Tell me you're not about to go in a fetal position because the situation and the circumstance has gotten hard. Tell me you're not about to get to a campus and because you're not getting what you thought you was gonna get, you wanna go back home and you wanna call your mother. Tell me you're not getting on campus and because they switch your position, you wanna call your father and tell him to talk to a coach. Tell me you're not about to quit.
So if your family doesn't understand, why are you so daggone crazy? Because I'm trying to be the best I can to give you the best that I am. And it takes being fucking obsessed to where people think you're crazy. People look at me and say, oh my God, you're a masochist, you're this and that. I'm not gonna get into how bad I was in all these races and SEAL training. I had 21 stretch fractures going through Hell Week. 21 stretch fractures. You know what I did? I taped my ankles up. Roger that. I want to be a SEAL. So I did it. Become obsessed with being great. It changes everything.
If you guys mentally believe you can do it, your body will find a way physically to make it happen. If you are short up here, it doesn't matter what you do with these guys, it will never materialize into anything. No dream will ever become reality. You guys have got to believe in yourself, headstrong, mentally tough. It's the only way through the bullshit here in life. Winners, the difference between them and the spectators is the winners have a belief that overrides the crowd's disbelief every single time.
I was changing all the external crap. I wasn't going into the internal and changing what really matters. So that's what the first step is, and I talk about it a lot in my book about how, like, the steps about doing that, man. But the first step you have to do is face yourself and be accountable for what you're not. So then you can be what you want to be.
Effort, dedication, work hard, because the talent is not enough anymore. And if you're not dedicated 100%, you're not gonna reach the level that you want.
Do not let them bring you down. In fact, let those challenges raise you up. Let them elevate you. Let their demands and their trials make you stronger.
What do you do to begin to live a no compromise life? And that's what I want for you. Like, I live a no compromise life. The people I surround myself with live a no compromise life. I will fly in to town. Hugo will pick me up from the airport, from LAX. I'll say, Hugo, drop me off at BK Strength, and I will work out there before I go home and see my family and say hello to them.
If all you guys are going left, it's that one person who say, you know what, left's not the right way. I'm gonna go right. Who didn't follow the crowd. That person who's not afraid of doing what they believe is right in their heart and not following someone else because someone else said, let's go this way, and they agree with everybody. I don't like yes men or yes women. If you're right, you're right. We're gonna follow you. But I like people who stand for something, they believe in something, and this is the way I'm gonna go whether you like me or not.
Only you create your purpose. Now, trying to always impress others does not work. Now, with millions and millions of supporters and family and fans, and trust me, some motherfuckers will hit me up and be mad disappointed with some decisions I made, be mad disappointed with some music, and I've tried my best to impress or meet this standard, you know, always.
Everyone is jealous of what you've got. No one is jealous of how you got it.
You get it? Work like hell, go to bed, and early to rise, work like hell and advertise. So you work your ass off, and then you let the world know about your work. That's what it is all about.
So I'm here to tell you that it will take longer. It will be more difficult. It will require more effort on your part. But you know what I can tell you about that? When you do the hard things, you will have a happy and easy life.
You come in here headstrong for this workout. It's gonna take everything. This is madness. This is a super fucking psycho workout. But if you have it up here and you go through it out there, guys, you will leave here not only physically dominating, but mentally unstoppable.
I had to stop giving a fuck about people. That was the biggest thing. I had to stop caring what people thought about me. I realized that everybody's fucked up. That's the one thing I realized. I walked around and I put these people on a fucking pedestal. Everybody was better than me. So I can't tell you anything about me because you're gonna judge me and I'm gonna feel even worse than what I am.
Early still, man, early. Some people just getting up, going about their first endeavor of the day. We've already done a few endeavors, man. We already kicked some ass. We like a taste of that. We want to kick some more ass. So the next endeavor we're doing, because we put value in our day. An hour in the gym wasn't just an hour where we just go in there, check the box, and we get fuck no, man. We had a plan of action. We went in there and achieved that fucking plan. We spoke the words and we walked the motherfuckers. Now here we stand, energized, spending energy in the gym, but we created more energy, a mind-body connection, a belief, a quantum physics of it all.
What I realized, once I calmed my mind down and sat back and looked at how jacked up this world is, once you realize that you are not alone, everybody that's talking to you about how jacked up you are, only thing they've done better than you is they've hidden their fucked up world better than you have. That's all they've done. So once I realized that, if you want to sit back, like for instance, there's all these things that are on TV and we have all these news people judging people who fuck up in life.
Energy expelled, value in what we're doing, and the belief in something, hard work behind the belief, grows into prosperity of something. Fuck yeah. We didn't just wake up and grab a fucking shower, you know, wash our nuts and then grab a coffee for some energy to go to work. No, we just earned some fucking energy. That kind of energy once lit never goes out. Work better get ready for this, man. Your other employees and shit at the house, you know, the people you work with in those cubicles, they better duck and cover because fucking heat's coming in. That you've earned, guys. You do that every single day.
If there's one thing you can take away from me as a person, whether you like me or you don't, if you take this from me, you will be a better person. If you decide today that you're gonna live every day like it's your last for real, which means have a conversation with yourself every night that, okay, that was it.
We're the lucky ones. A point made by Richard Dawkins. More poetically than I can recite here. We're the lucky ones. We're the ones who get to die. Because you only get to die for having lived. Most people who could ever exist will never even be born.
Beneath it were the words, "Stay hungry, stay foolish." It was their farewell message as they signed off. Stay hungry, stay foolish. And I have always wished that for myself. And now, as you graduate to begin anew, I wish that for you. Stay hungry, stay foolish.
So the goal was to be the first one at breakfast. So I set my alarm. I make sure I'm up by sunrise. I get out of bed, I put on my gear and I head downstairs. But when I get there, Kobe's already there with ice packs on his knees, drenched in sweat. Now, it took me a minute to figure it out, but this guy wasn't only awake before me. He had already worked out.
Don't expect anything from anybody. Expect that your government will let you down. Expect your friends might let you down. Expect it. Don't judge them. And realize this is on me. If I want more, let me learn what other people have done to get more. If I want more, I might have to change my mindset. I might have to read those books, study the past, model someone who's already been successful.
He had just played in the finals days earlier. Meanwhile, I'd been off for months and I was still exhausted. What he had done that morning was incomprehensible to me. That dedication he had only days after falling short of an NBA championship. That taught me something I've never forgotten. Legends aren't defined by their successes. They're defined by how they bounce back from their failures.
If I want more out of my life, I gotta stop waiting with my hand out. And time to get up at 5 a.m. and figure out how to gain the capabilities needed to live the life you want. And if you're happy with where your life is and you don't want more, well, then you're probably still not listening to this. You probably got mad at me earlier. And if you are someone that wants more, then let's just do it.
In experience and repetitions that people who are ahead of you or who have achieved what you want to achieve have over you. And so the only thing that you have now, you do have an advantage. You have a couple. Number one is that you will have more energy than they do, period. And so your ability to work long hours, sleep less, and maintain high levels of focus while maintaining peak fluid intelligence is at its peak. Use it.
There's no room in that mind for discipline. There's no room for consistency. They may do it once or twice, but then the mind takes over and that cluttered garage comes in. And then it's like a circuit breaker, man. A circuit breaker just overloads and sparks. And our minds, that's our mind, man. It's like a fucking circuit breaker that has so much shit in it, you keep unloading it, you can't put any more into it.
Everything worthwhile is uphill. And today's word is uphill. You see, every dream that you've ever had, it's all uphill. If you have a great relationship with somebody, you had to work on it. It's uphill. If you've built a wonderful business, guess what? It was uphill. If you've made the right decisions, they're not easy, are they? It's uphill. And the only way that you can go uphill is to be intentional. Nobody ever accidentally went uphill. You've never talked to a successful person and said, how did you get to the top of the mountain? And then look at you and say, I have no idea. If they're at the top of the mountain, they know how they got there. Everything worthwhile is uphill.
That every single person that I have in my life might not even make it to the funeral to speak over me while I'm dead. It's like, why on earth would I listen to them while I'm alive? Like, they can't even make it to probably the single most important personal day of someone's life is someone's funeral, right? The one time you can pay your last respect, and they don't even do that. And so it's like, why would I give any weight to what these people are doing when they're not even going to be there on the day that matters most? And 6 months later, they're not even remember who I was. And anybody who's had a death in their family recently knows that in the moment it's terrible for you. And then 6 months later, life moves on. But the thing is that we just never paint ourselves as the person who dies.
There's something about talking to a guy like you that a lot of people hope that you're going to say some magic thing that's going to click in their brain.
Everybody
and it gets change who they are. Like, what is it? What is the thing? That's why people go to these self-help conferences and they take these classes and they hope that someone's going to say something that changes the way their mind works.
It's hilarious to me.
You have to do those things. You have to suffer. You have to live in it. You have to be comfortable in it. And then maybe some of that shit will help you a little bit along the way.
Goal of any game, in any, whatever you do, you've got to be a little bit gone to it. You're not all there. You've got to be almost insane to your craft. Not a lot of people can understand that. That's why I don't know about nothing else.
You feel okay about yourself now because you're saying to yourself that you work just as hard as them. They're only better because they're taking drugs or they're taking more drugs. Guess what? Wrong. Wrong. They're working harder. Admit that shit. Admit that you're not willing to do whatever it takes. You're not willing to do that. You're not going to work out for 3 or 4 hours. You're not going to eat 8 to 10 meals a day. You're not going to get on the step mill, even in the off season, and fucking get on there and fucking go to work for an hour. You know what I'm saying? Man up.
You have nothing to lose. And so the thing is people always fear being the new entrant. But when you have nothing to lose or you have nothing going for you, it also means you have nothing to lose. And that means that every position on the board always has an advantage, because anybody who has achieved this big thing that you have was also once a 22-year-old who had nothing going for them.
And you're at 0.
Right.
You can't get worse than this.
You have unlimited shots on goal. And so not taking the shot is like saying, life, I don't want to scratch off this lottery ticket, but the lottery ticket's free. Why would you not scratch it off and try it?
If you're not willing to do what it takes, at least be willing to fucking admit it. Drives me fucking crazy when people take credit away from people that are truly working their asses off. So, do whatever it takes. Reach your goals. Make your dreams come true in whatever it is in life. And you can always do more.
So I talk about it in there, man, so much about clearing space in your fucking mind so that you have room for all those discipline, waking up early, taking those, because they do mean something. But we don't get to that fucking dark matter that is keeping you from clearing out that mental garage.
If 6 months after I'm dead, no one is going to say my name, no one is going to remember what I did, then then it doesn't matter what I do today. And I think that some people see it as really hopeless, but I see it as very hopeful, because it means we have absolute freedom. And we can do crazy shit like, why have fuck you money if you can't say fuck you?
Games of football on yesterday, there was rugby, there was this, there was that. And like normal society is like, let's talk about this and let's engage in this. And I can't do it. People are talking to me, and in my head I'm counting something. I'm counting up a number, or I'm knee deep in a sequence on the mat or on the feet. That's my life, sequences and numbers, nothing else. I cannot pay attention to nothing else.
We know the stories how it is in the past if you make contracts, if you give a commitment even just by word and afterwards you break it. You break your promise, somebody breaks you, finished. Why? Because a man that you can't trust his words, something's wrong. Something initially as being a man is wrong. Once you really commit, and also commit to a certain type of practice, that means you need to bring out that discipline. We know that it's not easy, but no pain, no gain.
We all fall down in life, guys. The question is, who gets back up? Again, it's not the potential of the individual. It's not the genetics. It's the perseverance, the never say die attitude. If you constantly keep throwing shit against the wall, eventually something will stick, guys. Never give in to what you want.
As long as you don't surrender, as long as you don't give up, as long as you don't quit, then you haven't failed. It just means you've made a temporary tactical retreat. It means you've made a brief withdrawal so that you can regroup and reattack. So, as far as I'm concerned, if you get beat, unless you're dead, you are not defeated. And you have not failed. What you've done is you've learned. You've gained experience.
When you find out what you want, and you combine that with a sound mental diet, a visual nutrition, a physical diet of good food coming in with good exercise, you build the body, the belief, the confidence. You put that together with a want and a drive, dude, you're unstoppable. Your name will forever be in history. If you do it though, because it's hard, it's an uphill battle. It's the path less taken, not the beaten path that everyone else takes. It's the path that leads to character. You gotta earn that.
Set a time to train at that time. Set a time to go to sleep at that time. Set a time to get up at that time. Don't tell yourself you need to do something and then don't do it. That's what I was talking about with Ariel. I knew in my head I was saying, get up at this time. I didn't get up at that time. Train at this time. I didn't train at that time. Don't eat this. I ate that. Don't drink that. I drank it. And these all just infiltrate my mental strength. Defeats instead of wins. And it just culminates into and you just don't want to be here. So I'm just figuring myself out like I've never figured myself out before.
As a competitor, if you're trying to do something meaningful, if you don't have the mindset that you're the best ever, you failed already. So if you don't have the mindset that you are the best reporter ever, then you already failed. I am the best ever at what I do. And every day that I step on the basketball floor, I will strive to be that. But my mindset will always be as such, as I am the best to do what I do.
your attitude has a giant effect, not just on your life, but on other people's lives around you. That's the other thing about it. Those I can't catch a break guys, get them the fuck away from me. I can't be around those guys. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't buy it. Because everybody has bad breaks. I've had a shit ton of bad breaks. But you know what I did? I stayed up. And I thought through it. And I figured out what the fuck I did wrong. And then I went back.
It don't matter how f***ed up that shit might look. It don't matter how much it feel like it ain't gonna work.
Delusional.
Complete delusion. You gotta believe the delusion. It's only delusional until it works. So is it really delusional? A motherfucker only gonna call it delusion until it don't work.
One day I made a decision that enough is enough. I'm tired of being average. I'm tired. I'm tired of being good. I'm tired.
But if you want to begin to move into your own personal greatness, if you want to begin to really enjoy a happy, successful, healthy life, you've got to be willing to go against the tide. You've got to be willing to harness your will and say, in spite of this, I'm in control here. I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm not going to let this destroy me.
Enough is enough. It's showtime. Will a real Eric Thomas please stand up?
You're giving 60% when you have 120 in you. Why? Because you've never made a decision.
I'm coming back, and I'll be stronger and better because of it. You have got to make a declaration that this is what you stand for. You're standing up for your dreams. You're standing up for peace of mind. You're standing up for health. You want it, and you're going to go all out to have it. When you want to change, it's not easy. If it were in fact easy, everybody would do it.
And I got home, it's probably like 3 a.m. I went down to the high school, which is down the street from our house. The janitor let me in the gym, and I shot all day. All day. I mean, all day. And this was right after that playoff game. I didn't leave the gym. I just kept shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting and practicing and practicing. And I got a chance to let out the steam of disappointing my teammates and millions of fans. I got a chance to let all that out instead of bottling it up.
Your haters will become your congratulators. And the more stones they throw at your ass, your mansion gonna get bigger.
This ain't you, bro. This ain't you. You weren't born like this.
Those days when I'm tired or worn out or just basically sick of the grind, what do I do on those days? I go anyways. I get it done, even if I'm just going through the motions. I go through the motions.
It's like I've f***ed up everything I've ever done 100 times. There's no other way to do it. And I've had a bunch of shitty breaks. Everybody has. But you got to realize when you have those shitty breaks what that is. It's an opportunity for you to reassess, reboot, get better, figure out another way, find another way through. It's just little challenges. And the people that look at those challenges and go, why do I always have these challenges? They're cancer. Those people are dangerous to be around. They will rob you of your enthusiasm. They don't give you any fuel. They're the opposite of fuel.
Once the world see it, there's nothing delusional about it. Now, your delusion becomes, oh, he was a f***ing genius. We didn't see it when he saw it. We didn't understand it when he did. We thought this motherfucker was crazy. But he definitely always figured this thing was the thing to do, and he stuck by that shit.
And envision that moment over and over and over and over and over. That was a huge summer for me because I felt like everybody had written me off after those air balls. And I was really excited when the schedule came out and I saw we had Utah.
I don't really want to work out. I work out. I really don't want to hammer on a project. I hammer on the project. Don't really want to get up and get out of bed. I get up and get out of bed.
Most of the reason that we're afraid to fail is because we're afraid of dying in an abstract reality. We think, oh, we catastrophize. Okay, I'll lose my job, and then no one will like me, and then I won't be able to get a job again, and then I'll be homeless, and then I'll die. Right? Like it's just, right? Like that's how we go, right? But when I thought through it, I was like, what would actually happen? So if I went there and I failed, what would I do? I was like, well, I'd apply to business school. and I'd have this cool story, and they like entrepreneurs. They're people who tried to do things. So this would be fine. This would be okay. And I have plenty of friends who would let me sleep on the couch if I had to. I could go back to mom and dad's house with my tail between my legs, which I felt that was honestly the most horrifying thing that I could imagine, going back home as a failure.
We are inundated by people who refuse to take responsibility for the life that they have created. And I got bad news for you. There's nobody coming. There's nobody coming to save you. There's nobody coming to help you. A knight in shining armor isn't going to ride in and save you. You are the only one that's going to be able to save you.
If you say, because I used to always tell people like, yeah, and I'd like to own my own business someday. Like, it's almost like you like tag it on to like, what do you do now? And I'd like to.
I can't. You can't? Are you fucking kidding me? You just said I can't? Like, I want to fucking bitch slap that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I don't have time for people that are weak and they say I can't. No, you can. You will.
Someone's sitting in a room by themselves and they figure themselves out and say, God, this is gonna fucking suck. Where's passion when you're 300 pounds? Where's the motivation when you can't read and write? Where is it? So how did this happen? I just fucking did. I just did. I said, maybe at the end of this journey, there'll be something there for me. If not, I can read. If not, I'm 185 fucking pounds.
If you feel like right now you're looking around and you're lost or directionless, I would take about 15 minutes and figure out what the hell you want to do with your life, and I would start getting after it. That's my advice. Take 15 minutes, figure out something that you're into, and go crush that thing and make it happen.
There's no magic potion. There's no, let me wake up and look at some shit. No, all those words are overused. They're bullshit. It's all bullshit.
And all this time, you point your finger and you say, I can't do that because I was born here. Or I can't do that because I have this issue. Or I can't do that because they made fun of me. And you know what's gonna happen? Nothing. You're gonna get more of the same. You're gonna get laughed at more. You're gonna be ashamed more. You're gonna be frustrated more. And you're gonna really regret at the end of your life that you put off taking responsibility for yourself and building yourself into what could be.
I'm a disciplined man. To do anything outside of what a disciplined man would do makes me an irresponsible man, makes me a weak man. And I don't want to be an irresponsible, weak man because our country already has too many of those, which is why we're eroding as a country. And so the identity change, along with the clarity of what you want to, like, how do you want to be seen? How do you want to show up? Not everyone has to show up as Ed Milet and Tim Grover and Andy Frisella. Show up as the version of you.
Trial and error. You grow up and you make game-winning shots and it's awesome. You come back the next day and miss a game-winning shot and it's misery. And then the next day comes and you're back playing again and you understand that life has this cyclical nature where it's, what you do on Monday, it's fantastic, but then Tuesday is a bad day. But guess what? There's Wednesday. Yeah. So are we just supposed to live our lives like this the whole time? Versus just staying like this and understanding that it's really just a journey of evolution every day. It's just constant improvement, constant curiosity, constantly getting better. The results don't really matter. It's the figuring out that matters.
And so if you can just make it through this, everything else is downhill. It's not that the things that the dragons you're going to slay aren't going to get bigger. They are. But you become so much more equipped to slay them back. And you have so many more allies. You have people in the stands cheering for you. You have the audience. You have all of these other things that are behind you. But in the beginning, it's just you with a stick against a bear. And arguably, that fight is a harder fight to win than beating a dragon when you have a nuclear bomb and 6 nations behind you.
The guy says, well, I'm going to save up my energy. You can't do that. That's like trying to save today, put it on the end of the year. See, you can't do that. They'll come take you away. If you don't use today, what? It's lost. The guy says, well, I'll work twice as hard tomorrow to make up for it. See, that's foolish. You could have done that anyway. Today unused is lost. A talent unused is lost. An ability unused is lost. So here's one of the key expressions of the evening. Take a new inventory of yourself.
It's not even like the size of the hardship, it's just also the resources and how few of them you have, and how so much of the beginning is literally burning the one thing you have, which is time, because you have no leverage. You don't have the money to pay other people to help you. You don't have the resources to go like get someone no one can learn it for you. It's like there's a lot of the things that we care about a lot. Like no one can work out for you. Doesn't matter how much money you have. No one can learn skills for you.
Starting tomorrow, new project. Take a new inventory and make sure that all of your talent and ability and mentality and ingenuity and vitality and strong feelings, faith, courage, make sure that all you've got's being used. Otherwise, you lose.
Everyone listening to this, here's the deal. No complacency. No complacency. No backing off. No slack whatsoever. Fight. Fight that ticking clock with everything you got. So, like the end of a hard day, you can put your head down with ease. Satisfied.
How do I face that thing that is before me that just intimidates the heck out of me? Let's talk about it for a moment. The first thing I want to talk to you about courage is this, that you will never get rid of fear. So don't think that courage is the absence of fear. If you have no fear, it's not a courage issue, it's a mental issue, okay? We all have fears.
Once you actually give yourself the reality glasses, not the woe is me glasses, but think, no, really, if I had to do this, what are all of the things that I would have to improve? Then you see how incredibly long that list is. And then you take this deep breath, and that list is the hard work.
I had to bury my best friend, and I dedicated this fight. I wasn't going to fight. I dedicated this fight to him. I was going to rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
It's starting at the top and then wanting to cross the first one off after your first day, but then realizing you still haven't done it well enough to cross it off, and you're like, wait, I have to do another day and I still haven't, quote, made a dent in this list. And then you do it another day and a third day and a fifth day and a fifth week, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, I think I've got the first one done. And then you still look at this list, but along the way of doing that first one, you realize 20 other things that you could add to that list.
Name one notable person in any field, in anything, where they're literally a top dog. Name one person who gets like zero random backlash, especially online, So that's where you got to be a little bit more fucking tough. And if you have a clear view, if you got a clear view, if you have a clear image of something that you want to achieve, and you know that it's going to be cool, in what world do you need to listen to anybody else tell you, like, nah, don't do that, that's stupid. Why are you doing that, man?
Most times we catastrophize any failure to death. If you play it out 2 natural steps, I lose everything. What do? I would probably have a couch or floor that someone would lend me. At least socially, I haven't fucked everyone I know. I have that. It's like, okay, so I would have some capacity to do that. Is there anything that I could do in the meantime in order to make money? Boom, I've got $280,000 a year. I could live on the floor and then I could restart again.
But the buzz is a positive addiction in that it makes you happy when you do it. So every time you start and complete a task, you feel like a winner.
I get asked a lot if my kids play football. My response is that I'll support them in any of their dreams. Whatever makes them happy makes me happy.
What's the matter with you? Tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
There comes a day where being average, being mediocre is just sickening to you. It's just sickening. It makes you want to throw up.
The Rocky cutscene lasts 2 minutes in the movie, but it can last 5 years in real life. And there is no background music. You know what I mean? And there's no audience waiting to cheer for you. And you don't know that you're going to beat Apollo Creed.
Fight every battle, everywhere, always. In your mind, everyone is your enemy. Everyone is your friend. Every possible series of events is happening all at once. Live that way, and nothing will surprise you.